Hello, Nancy. Hello.
Hi,
Norma.
hi, Mrs. Wanda. Hi, Norma.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you doing? I can't talk. How are you today?
Good.
I'm great.
Oh, come on. Okay, I got Norma's name changed.
Thank you.
So anything special going on for you guys? Anything special?
For me or for Norma? My guys.
Fun.
I know it's okay.
Okay.
My older son graduates in the next month
Wow.
to 12.
So from high school?
Yes, from high school.
Wow. So will there be times that you won't be able to join us because of that?
Sorry, I'm done.
Graduation, there are several things that happened in graduation. And so will there be times that you won't be able to come to class?
He finished in the class in May 13, no, 13, yes, 13.
Okay, so, but you'll be doing things with him for the graduation ceremony and things like
Yes,
that?
yes, but the graduation is Friday, is 20, May 20.
La
Okay,
graduación es el 20 de mayo.
so,
Es
does-
que está mi mamá acompañándome, Nancy.
Okay, saludos.
¿Le dices a Miss Wanda?
Yes, Norman's mom is here.
oh, good. That's great. Are you having a good time?
Yes, thank you.
Good,
She talk
good.
English? She talk English?
Little bit.
Okay.
A little bit's better than none.
Yes.
You probably speak better English than I do Spanish. My Spanish is very, very little.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know about Louisa and Matthew. I haven't heard anything from them. So I guess we just go ahead and start and they'll join us when they join us, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Our verse for today is found in the book of Isaiah, that's in the Old Testament, chapter 30, verse 15. And basically it says that we can trust in Jesus. It doesn't have to be a big show, just that it's in our hearts that we trust in him. So we can trust in him quietly. We don't have to shout about it. But when we have a chance, we say something to someone else. My neighbor across the street said that he was going to come to church. So I didn't say a whole lot. I just said something occasionally like, well, we'd be glad to have you. So just before Easter Sunday, all I said to him was, Easter is Sunday. We'd be glad to have you. And he came. He and Karen came. So that was just trusting in God. It wasn't something that I did. It was something that God did. Okay, so what are our vowels?
A,
A, E,
E, I,
I,
O,
O,
U.
U.
Okay, and today we're going to be in the text on page 170. And we're going to start in the workbook on page 117. And one of the words, well, there's several words that are a problem. Should, would,
Mhm.
could. These are all problems because there's this L in there. And people try to say the L. Well, actually, we don't say it with an L.
Mhm.
So this becomes should,
Should.
no L to it. Would becomes would, almost like wood, a piece of wood. The bedstead is wood. The table is wood.
Would.
And then could. And so these words, remember, English doesn't sound like it looks.
Mhm.
Sometimes it does, and it surprises you, but a lot of times it doesn't. So these are words that are problems because they have letters that are silent. You don't really say the O and you don't really say the L. Okay, let's turn to the workbook. Any questions?
Would. Go. Not good. No, it's okay.
Okay. So let's turn to the workbook in page 117. Okay, so here we are. So we're talking about where things are. You go down this street, this far, you turn this way, that sort of thing. So look at the maps and read the directions and write the places. So like on number 1, it says, you're up here by the bank. You see the little sign that says you are here,
Mhm.
and it says go straight for 2 blocks. So you go past 2nd Avenue to 3rd Avenue and turn right on 3rd Avenue. And the building that is there is the police station. Now, look at the next one. It says you are here in a different place. You
Mhm.
don't assume it's the same place. And you start there and you follow the directions and find out where they are guiding, the directions are guiding you to.
Mhm. Go straight. One block. Right. Mhm. Go straight. 1, 2, 3 block. Turn left means back.
And one of the things that I found is helpful sometimes is I actually turn the book around so that, okay, I'm supposed to go this way and then I'm supposed to turn right. Okay, so I turn the book. And sometimes that helps. Sometimes it's confusing just looking at it sitting there.
Mhm. 1, 2, 3. Turn left back. Electronics. Go straight. 3, 1, 2, 3 block. Turn left. Get the station. Okay. Mhm, I'm ready. Straight 2 blocks, then turn right on 3rd Avenue. Go straight, then turn right on 2nd Avenue. Go straight 3 blocks, then turn left on Main Street. Straight 3 blocks, then turn left on South Street. Street.
Okay, on number 1, it says go straight for 2 blocks and then turn right on 3rd Avenue. And the building that's there is the police station. So Nancy, read the directions and tell us where that directs you to.
Okay, go straight for 1 block, then turn right on 2nd Avenue, Library.
Okay. And number 3, Norma.
Going straight for 3 block, then turn left on Main Street back.
Yes. And see, it starts from different places, and that's a little confusing if you don't realize that. Okay, then number 4, Nancy.
Go straight for 3 blocks, then turn left on South Street gas station.
Okay, any questions?
Mm,
All right, let's go to the other book then, page 170. And we're going to change and start working on signs. Now, these are all street signs. So at the top, it's, excuse me, it says lesson 5, life skills, read traffic signs. So look at the different signs that are there. The number 4, railroad crossing, that's not what I usually see. What I usually see is 2 white boards like this at a railroad crossing, not usually that round circle. And until just recently, we didn't have any of these walk, don't walk signs in Springfield. And just, I guess within the last year, they updated the signs and the lights. Like there is a large, it's over here, a large intersection just right over here. It's 2 major highways coming together. And now this group goes and it stops, then this group goes and it stops, then this group goes and it stops, and then this group goes, because it was getting dangerous. They were having, excuse me, I'm sorry. They were having accidents because everyone going like this were going all at the same time. And so they decided to change. Well, at that same time, they put up these walking signs. And so they're now don't walk signs there. And I've seen them a few other places in Springfield. So most of these signs you are going to see around, but like I say, the train crossing one is different. Okay, so A, it says, look at the traffic signs, listen and point, Listen and repeat.
Page 170, exercise A. Listen and point. 1,
Stop sign.
2,
No left turn.
3,
Walk. Don't walk.
4,
Train crossing.
5,
No parking.
6,
No U-turn.
7,
One-way street.
8,
Speed limit 25 miles per hour.
9,
Yield.
listen and repeat.
Oh,
1,
Stop sign.
stop sign.
2,
No left turn.
No left turn.
3,
Walk. Don't
Walk.
walk.
Don't walk.
4,
Train crossing.
Train crossing.
5,
No parking.
No parking.
6,
No U-turn.
No U-turn.
7,
One-way street.
One-way street.
8,
Speed limit 25 miles per hour.
Speed limit 25 per
9,
per hour.
Yield.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, they didn't quite give you enough time on number 8, did they?
Yes, it's speed limit 25 miles per hours.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. Okay, any questions about any of the signs?
The pronunciation number 9 is yield.
That's right.
Yield.
It's like Y. Remember that the English Y is like the Spanish J. So Y, E, you don't say the I, but you do say the L. Yield.
Yield. Yield. Yield. Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
All right. So then part C, you're going to listen to some information and we can go through it as many times as we need to, but the first one is going to be the no parking, part C, and so you put the 1 there. And then which one is number 2, which one is number 3, which one, all the way through 6. So you listen and put the order that you hear them. And we can do it as many times as we need to.
page 171, exercise C. Listen. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the order you hear. 1,
No parking.
2,
No U-turn.
3,
Yield.
4,
Stop.
5,
Train crossing.
6,
Speed limit 25 miles per hour.
Okay, now I'll play it again.
171. Exercise C. Listen. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the order you hear. 1,
No parking.
2,
No U-turn.
3,
Yield.
4,
Stop.
5,
Train crossing.
6,
Speed limit 25 miles per hour.
Okay, do we need to play it again?
Mhm.
Okay, so number 1 is C, the no parking sign.
Mhm.
So Norma, what's number 2?
No left turn.
That's no U-turn.
E.
You turn.
Yeah, you go back to that other
Oh,
page,
no,
Yeah,
you
number
turn.
6.
Okay.
And basically the left turn is just the one angle. The U-turn, you're going this way and you turn around and go the other direction. Okay,
Mhm.
any questions there?
No,
Okay, so now number 3, Nancy,
Letter F, jail.
and number 4, Norma,
letter A is 4.
and what's the name of
Stop.
that? Yeah.
Stop.
Yes. And number 5, Nancy,
Letter B, train crossing.
and number 6, Norma,
Uy, speed limit 25 miles for no per
that's right.
per hour.
Yes, it says, wait a minute, let me get, okay, let's just put it up here.
Me
It
tocó el-
says per,
Per.
and it means an hour,
hour
right. Okay, per,
or
Per hour.
hour.
so in other words, on your speedometer, don't let it get over 25 in that section of road. And you don't let it get any faster until you're in an area that says another one. Okay, on my road out here, it's 30. And I can't go any more than 30 on that road. I get out to the main road and it's 40. And if I'm going down south, there is a place where it increases to 50, and there's a place that it increases to 55. If I'm going 50 in that 40-mile-an-hour speed limit zone, I'm going to get a ticket. Believe me, I have before. It's not worth it. So pretty much watch, and if it's a road you travel often, you know where those signs are. But if it's not one you travel often, you have to kind of watch.
Mm.
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right, part E is listen for the sign, circle A or B.
Okay.
Page 171. Exercise E. Listen for the sign. Circle A or B. 1,
Only go in one direction on this street.
2,
Don't walk across the street.
3,
Stop first and then go.
4,
Drive 25 miles per hour or slower.
5,
Watch for a train crossing this street.
Okay. Now on these, it gave you the meaning. It didn't tell you the name of the sign. So it's the meaning of the sign. Let me play it again.
Page 171. Exercise E. Listen for the sign. Circle A or B. 1,
Only go in one direction on this street.
2,
Don't walk across the street.
3,
Stop first and then go.
4,
Drive 25 miles per hour or slower.
5,
Watch for a train crossing this street.
Okay, do I need to play it again?
No.
All right, any questions? Okay, so number 1 is A, the one-way sign. So Nancy, what's number 2?
Letter B, don't walk.
And number 3, Norma?
Letter B, stop.
And I learned it, stop and look both ways. And look carefully. There's been times when I've stopped and have not looked carefully, and there was a car where I couldn't see it, and I almost got into an accident. So stop and look both ways before you go. Okay, and number 4. Oh dear, who did number 3?
Norma.
Okay, Nancy, you're number 4 then.
Letter B, a speed limit 25 miles per hour.
And number 5, Norma.
Letter A, train crossing.
Okay, any questions?
Mm,
Okay. Going back to the workbook. On page 118, this is lesson 5, life skills, read traffic signs. So A, look at the pictures, write the words, use the words in the box. So the labels for each one are in the box, and then the pictures are the same pictures. Okay, number 1 is the walk, don't walk sign.
Mhm.
And Nancy, what's number 2?
Number 2, no parking.
And number 3, Norma?
Stop, sing.
Actually, it does look like that, but it's sign. You don't say that G.
Mhm. Sign,
It's a sign, right?
sign.
Okay, and number 4, Nancy.
No U-turn.
And number 5, Norma.
Shield.
And number 6, Nancy.
One-way street.
Oh, no, I didn't do this on purpose. Sorry, Norma. Number 7.
Oh, it's okay.
I really didn't do it on purpose.
Speed limit 25 miles per hour.
And it's hard to talk when you're laughing, isn't it? Okay, and Nancy, number 8.
Train crossing.
And number 9, Norma.
No left turn.
Okay, any questions?
No question.
Okay, and then on page 119, they're asking about the meaning of the sign. And so it's going to ask you a question about the meaning of the sign. And so you look at the pictures, look at the question, and then circle yes or no.
Walk.
Nancy, pero
Ujú.
aquí nos está preguntando si es la señal o...
No, ahí te pregunta, es como el significado. Si la número 1, el dibujo, significa you stop, que si tú puedes parar.
Ajá.
Y entonces ahí está el muñeco caminando, así que eso no es lo que significa. Porque la número 1 dice que tú puedes seguir caminando.
O entonces pregunta si puedes hacerlo.
Exacto. Cuando es pregunta you stop, o sea, cuando tú ves eso, tú puedes parar, no se supone que lo que hagas es camine. Por eso es no.
Ujú. Oh, ok.
Ok. Wanda 7.
Bueno, a ver si entendí.
A mí me confundí un poquito al principio, pero viendo el primer ejemplo.
Ajá, sí.
La 7 me confundió, pero no, creo que sí, ya vamos.
Okay. So number 1, do you stop? Well, when this sign is showing and you're walking, no, you don't stop. That's when you need to walk and you need to get on across the street if it's a big street. Okay, so now number 2, Nancy.
Number 2, do you walk? No, is don't walk.
I've got mine wrong. I put yes. Oh dear, I gotta change that. Okay, and number 3, Norma.
Do you stop? Yes.
Okay, and I'll just have to do that later. Number 4, Nancy.
Do you park here? No.
And number 5, Norma.
Do you go one way only? Yes.
And number 6, Nancy.
Do you turn left? No.
And number 8, Norma.
A.
Oh, 7.
Do you yell? Yes.
And now number 8, Nancy.
Do you make a U-turn? No.
Okay, so that was what, number 2? That's a no. Okay, got that straightened out. Okay, now on to the other book. Any questions?
No.
So Norma, did you get your questions answered?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I really don't think Nancy should be in this class. I think she should be in a higher class. But boy, I'm glad she is because I couldn't answer some of the questions. I don't know enough Spanish. Okay. Then on page 172 in the textbook, this is a story.
Mhm.
So look at each picture and what do you see? What's happening in number 1?
The man is cook. The man cook. Cooks. Cooks.
Yes, it would be cooks.
Cooks.
Third person singular, you add an S to it. All right, and then number 2.
Maybe he work in the restaurant.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Because you can see the people there waiting for the food. Okay, and what do you think's happening on number 3?
No, he won a restaurant. He thin drink with the restaurant.
Yes, yes. So what's number 4 got to do with it?
He go to City Hall for the um, Permiso, I don't know what is permiso.
Okay, probably license.
License.
All right, and then what's he doing at the bank in number 5?
He needs the money.
Okay, and so what's number 6?
He doing he didn't open the restaurant.
Okay, any questions?
No.
So let's go ahead and listen to the story.
Page 172. Exercise B. Listen to the story.
My name is Hong. In my country, I worked in a restaurant. I was a cook. Here in the United States, I'm a cook too. I have a dream. I want to open my own restaurant here. I need to go to City Hall for a business license. I need to go to the bank for a loan. I need to show the bank my business plan. Soon, my family and friends can eat at my new restaurant.
Mhm.
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right, on page 173, the story's there again. So we'll listen to it again and read it and pay attention to what's being said.
Mhm.
Page 173. Exercise C. Listen again and read.
My name is Hong. In my country, I worked in a restaurant. I was a cook. Here in the United States, I'm a cook too. I have a dream. I want to open my own restaurant here. I need to go to City Hall for a business license. I need to go to the bank for a loan. I need to show the bank my business plan. Soon, my family and friends can eat at my new restaurant.
Okay, any questions?
No.
So part D, read the story again, and if the sentence is in the story, it's yes. If it's not in the story, it's a no.
Police station. No. He needs money. Yes. He has a business. Mhm.
Okay. So Norma, what's number 1, please?
Say who wants to open his own
Yes. Yes.
own supermarket? No,
What does he want to open?
it's the open is restaurant.
Yes. Okay. And number 2, Nancy?
He needs to go to the police station for a license. No, he need go to the city hall for a business license.
Mhm.
And number 3, Norma?
Who need money? Yes.
In fact, I think opening a restaurant costs a lot of money because you have to think about, the place, the furniture, the like a restaurant, the tablecloths and decorations and everything. So it could take a lot of money to get a restaurant ready. All right. And number 4.
He has a business plan. Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
All right. Then on E, read the questions and think about your dreams. And on part F, you write about your dreams. Okay, is everyone finished? Okay, so what is your dream job or dream business? Who wants to start?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay, my dream is to work here as occupational therapist. I need to continue to learn more English, and maybe I need to go to the university to study for take the exams.
Mhm. Yes, you'd have to take exams and you probably would have to go to the training so that you could do it in English.
Mhm.
It probably wouldn't be in Spanish.
No, if the exam is in English,
Okay, so Norma, what's your dream?
My dream is to open a restaurant, Mexican restaurant.
Ooh,
I need to money. I need to I need help friends and family for cooking.
one of my students, she's not a student now because she's, moved up at a higher level, but she owns a restaurant here in Springfield.
Mhm.
And she is at the cash register and does that in for the most part. And then she has other people actually doing the cooking. And her son has gotten old enough that he helps her a lot. So the other day when I was in there, I asked him how she was, and he looks at me like, what do you mean? So, I'm calling her, how's Esperanza? And he looks at me. And so I had to explain that I taught her English. And so then he would talk with me. But at first it was, what are you talking about? How do you know my mom? That sort of thing. The other interesting thing is she has a restaurant here in Springfield, and her brother has a restaurant in Greenbrier. Both of them are Mexican food restaurants. And so it's just interesting. And I hope you're able to do it. When you're ready, let me know. And I'll
yeah.
come and be a customer. Okay. Any questions on that part?
Mm.
All right, now we're going to the other book, page 120. And it says play track 65, but it's the same track. It's the same story. The problem with this is you're going to put the number before each sentence. And the easiest way to do that is to look at the workbook, page 173, and you can even put the numbers in front of each sentence there. And then as you encounter the sentences in the workbook, you can put them down. So the textbook, that's the story. It's exactly the same story. And that's probably the easiest way is to use the textbook to guide you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so number one is my name is Hong. So Nancy, what's number two?
In my country, I worked in a restaurant.
Norma, number three.
I was a cook.
And number four, Nancy.
Here in the United States, I'm a cook too.
And number five, Norma.
I have a dream.
And number six, Nancy.
I want to open my own restaurant here. Own restaurant here.
Yes. And I think they're trying to help you to learn the word restaurant. Cafe is a whole lot easier, but a restaurant is nicer. A cafe is kind of simple and kind of plain in comparison to a restaurant. Okay, and then number seven, Norma.
I need to go to City Hall for a business license.
And number eight, Nancy.
I need to go to the bank for a loan.
And number nine, Norma.
I, el 8 era I need to go bank.
Number eight is I need to go to a bank for a loan. And number 9 is the next one.
I need to show the bank my business plan.
Right. And number 10, Nancy.
Soon my family and friends can eat at my new restaurant.
Okay. Any questions?
No question.
Now, part B, you write the paragraphs, but you're going to need to write them like it is in the textbook. There's not enough room here to write them like it is in the workbook there, you know, the separate 10 lines.
Mhm.
So you'd have to write them like it is in the textbook. But that's something that you can do on your own. So let's don't do that now. Let's go on to page 121, part C. And look at the pictures, write A or I. So A is going to make the sound of taxi. But
Ah.
I is going to make the I sound, bike.
Like,
And basically on the word bike, the silent E at the end of the word makes the I long. And that's the rule for that. But that's not what happens on the next one. So just
bye.
read them and figure out if it's making that I sound or that
I,
ass sound.
awesome. The taxi, bank, gas. Uh, uh, gas station.
All right, number 1, you use the I to make bike, B-I-K-E. And what's number 2, Norma?
I,
And what's the word and how do you spell it?
library,
Library.
Yes. How do you spell it? What are the letters in library?
L, I, B, R, A, R, Y.
Why? And see, in library, there's nothing there that would make you think that you make an I sound out of that I. So some words you just have to learn. Okay, and number 3, Nancy.
Taxi, letter A, T-A-X-I.
Yes. And number 4, Norma.
Es A, bank, es B, A, N, K.
Yes. And number 5, Nancy.
Sign, S-I-G-N.
Okay. And number 6, Norma. You get all the long ones.
Es letter A, es G, A, S, S, T, A, T, I, O, N.
Okay, any questions on that? Now on part C, you're going to listen. They're going to say the words. It starts out the same word, but there's nothing the same after that. All of them are different. So I'll play it through several times, as many times as we need.
Page 121, exercise C. Listen. Write the words. 1,
Bike.
2,
Answer.
3,
Ride.
4,
Gas.
5,
Drive.
6,
Thanks.
7,
Family.
8,
License.
9,
Right.
10,
Sign.
Well,
page 121, exercise C. Listen. Write the words. 1,
Bike.
2,
Answer.
3,
Ride.
4,
Gas.
5,
Drive.
6,
Thanks.
7,
Family.
8,
License.
9,
Right.
10,
Sign.
page
whoops.
121, exercise C. Listen. Write the words. 1,
Bike.
2,
Answer.
3,
Ride.
4,
Gas.
5,
Drive.
6,
Thanks.
7,
Family.
8,
License.
9,
Right.
10,
Sign.
Okay, do I need to play it again?
121, exercise C. Listen. Write the words. 1,
Bike.
2,
Answer.
3,
Ride.
4,
Gas.
5,
Drive.
6,
Thanks.
7,
Family.
8,
License.
9,
Right.
10,
Sign.
Okay, do I need to play it again?
No.
Okay. This is hard. They go fast. I don't understand how fast they say the word, so it makes it really, really hard. Okay, number 1 is bike, B-I-K-E, and then number 2, Nancy.
Answer. ANSWIR.
that next to the letter between the W and the R, what is that letter?
E.
Yes.
E.
E.
Oh,
That's the reason we go through the vowels every time, because E and I are just opposite in English and Spanish.
yes. E.
And that makes it hard.
Yes.
Okay, and number 3, Norma.
Ay, no sé si lo entendí bien.
I confused this. I wrong this letter. This word. I understand right, but I don't know sure it's right to right or right to right.
This is like ride a bike.
A bike.
Es R-I-D-E.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. This is ride a bike, but right, like you're riding, that's coming.
Mhm.
Okay. The only thing is, it's not that right. So just hang on. Okay. And number 4, Nancy.
Gas. Gas.
Yes. And number 5, Norma.
Es drive. Es D-R-I-B-E.
Good. And number 6, Nancy.
Tans. THANKS.
Okay. The next to last letter between the N and the S.
N K S.
K.
Okay. K S.
Yes. Okay. And number 7, Norma.
Family es F-A-M-I-L-Y.
Yes. And number 8, Nancy.
License. LICENSE.
And number 9, Norma.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Miss Wanda, my father is calling me. I need to.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Es rain. Es R-I-N-G-H-T.
Okay, it's just RIGHT.
Sí.
It doesn't have an N in there. And this is like turn right. And the right that Nancy was talking about, that's WRITE. So can we get more confused? English is confusing. Okay, and then the last one is sign, SIGN.
G.
And that G you don't expect. Okay, now I've talked with Nancy a little bit about this. Oh, Nancy,
Yes.
number 9 is right, but it's not this kind of right. It's the turn right.
Okay.
And see, it's RIGHT. And the right, like you're writing in the book, that's WRITE.
Okay.
So
I'm
they're spelled
confused
differently.
number 3 and number 9 because science is similar.
Right. And the similar are the hard ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and number 10 is sign, SIGN. And you don't say that G.
It's fine.
Okay. Now, we are towards the end of our time, but we are also towards the end of this unit. This is unit 10. There are only 12 units in the book. So we need to decide, or you need to decide, when we get to Unit 12 and finish Unit 12, do we start back at Unit 1 in this book, or do we go to the new books? This book is not available anymore. And so we're having, the whole school is having to get new books. So what you need to decide is, do we start back at the beginning of this book, or do we change over to the new book? So we have a little bit of time. It's not happening immediately, but it's something that we're going to have to decide on. So just
The,
think about it. Yes,
the new book is available? Is available or no?
it should be available this summer.
Okay.
I know that she's ordered them. I don't know if they've come in yet or not.
Okay.
¿Qué piensas, Nancy?
Yo prefiero cambiar de libro, change the libro, the next book. Because the begin the books is information that maybe we know. It's good practice, but in the other book, maybe have more information.
I really can't promise that I haven't seen it. Okay.
Okay.
The thing of it is, both of you, I think, could go up to the next level easy, but the next level class is going to only be in person.
Okay.
And so there's no way Nancy can get over here to take the class in person.
No, really no. It's very long distance.
Oh, yeah. If you just go from Springfield to Gallatin, it's not very far, but you have to go all the way to Hendersonville and then all the way back up to Springfield. So it's a long time. And there's good road for most of it, but not all of it. So, and I've tried going straight across. There's a road that's supposed to go straight across, but there's one town that I lost the road. And I had to literally stop at the police station and say, okay, I'm trying to get to Gallatin on this road. Where is the road? And the police had to actually take me out and show me, because you don't get there from here. So
it's work here in my house and connect lady and work here.
yes, yes. And basically that's what I'm doing too. I'm tutoring. And so I'm working here in my house. It seems funny to go out and go to the grocery store. You know, it's out. Most of the time I just spend here. And on Thursdays from 3 to 8, I'm here and I'm giving lessons. Sometimes I have a break in there, but sometimes it's just lesson after lesson after lesson. So,
Norma, ¿qué tú
well, I
piensas?
gotta pay the bills.
¿Qué tú prefieres?
Oh,
Pues si empezamos el otro está bien. Yo estoy bien con cualquiera.
Okay.
Nada más no sé cómo podría ir por ellos, porque pues vivo hasta Henderson.
Por lo menos, si es buscarlo, yo puedo buscarlo. O sea, porque no tiene que ser por la noche, por la tarde.
Ajá.
La vez pasada yo fui durante el día a buscarlos, así que yo podría irlos a buscar cualquier cosa. Y yo vivo en Gallatin, que yo te los podría llevar o nos podemos comunicar o encontrar algún sitio medio.
Ajá. Sí, pues está. ¿Qué? ¿Ya sería el número qué? ¿El 1 o el 2?
No sé. The next book is the other label, liver. Liber.
book.
The other book is the other level,
Bible.
level.
Oh, level. Yes, there are at least 4 levels and maybe 5.
Okay.
But
Maybe I
then,
have this book here because my husband buy this book. Is
yes,
blue?
but the book that you have is this same book. It's the next level in this same book. The ones that's available is going to be a different book.
Okay, okay.
The other problem is I think both of you could go on to level 1, but I don't think Matthew could.
Okay.
You think about the things that he's having to ask questions a lot of times.
Okay.
And
It's
so
okay
I
for
don't
me.
think he could. So it's almost like we need to separate the class. I'm not sure about Louisa. Sometimes I think she could go on, but I don't think Matthew could.
Okay.
So it's something we need to think about. Yes, ma'am?
Mira, Nancy, yo le había enseñado esto. No eran estos porque eran los que tenía mi esposo.
Pues exacto, yo tengo esos libros también.
Did it say 1?
You
Did it say
I
1?
have this book.
Yes, it does. I can see it. So both of you have that book.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the book.
Okay.
Now that's another thing. If we're going to go to that book, I don't know that we would have it available for Matthew and Louisa. And I know I could get the teacher books. See, this teacher book, it has the page like is in your book, and then it has a teacher instruction page. The other thing, it has the answers. And for this, I have done this for long enough that I have these pages all written out and I have the answers all done on these pages. But on, I haven't on level 1. And so it's just, if you two went on to level 1, then we might have to split the class, and Nancy and not Nancy, Louisa and Matthew are in Colombia, South America.
Mm-hmm.
They're not here in the United States
Okay.
even.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be, if we did that for those two, I would stay in this, and then I would have you two on another night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and right now I have this class is an English class. And then on Thursday mornings, I have a level 3 class.
Okay.
And I was having a level 1 class on Thursday nights, but it was only one man that was actually coming, and sometimes he had to work, and it made it very, very difficult. And so he finally decided that, well, they started classes in person again, and so he decided to do that. And so they won't have classes this summer. So if we divide up, what night would we have your level 1 class? What would work for you guys? You know, so those are all things that we have to think about.
Okay.
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 So y'all have a good week.
Thank you, you too.
And I hope that your son, does he know what he's going to do after he graduates?
Yes, he go to the army.
Oh, okay. He's asking for hard work.
Yes. He
The
know.
the first few months, and I'm not sure exactly how long, but the first few months, it is a lot of physical work. I mean,
Yes.
running and climbing and, just it's hard.
Yes.
But for a young man, sometimes that gives them a chance to release their energy. I wouldn't have the energy to do it.
He can.
Okay, well, Norma, thoroughly enjoy your mother.
Yes.
Great time with your mother.
Thank you.
See you the
I-
next week.
My mother actually passed away quite a number of years ago. I guess it's about 30, 40 years now, but it means a lot. Enjoy her. Means a lot that you have her. So I'll see you next week.
Bye.
You take care.
Thank you, you too. Bye, Norma. See you.
Bye, Mr. One.
Bye.